It is time, my friends. The final tray here today, Decadent Choco Cake Tower Tray 35. And we have the guide to help you succeed and take down Truthless Recluse here. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. If you got questions, if you got comments, let me know. We'd love to hear from you in the Discord server and love to hear you down below. With that, let's get going here today with Truthless Recluse Tray 35. Now, a couple things here. First and foremost, as always, we do have these special conditions. In this battle, cookies will have certain stats adjusted. Min cookie level 70, skill level 70, min cookie grade is 5-star. Bond, sugar gnome, laboratory, costume set, skill level, guild relics, landmark, statue, Ferret, radiance, topping, bonus effects, don't matter. Biscuits do, my friends, and your toppings do matter. So we'll break all the gear down for you here today as well and give you those 4 T's, the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings to help you be successful. All right, couple things here on the Truthless Recluse. This thing uses powerful attacks. It really does. Use healer cookies to protect your allies. Additionally, here we do have Blind to Truth. Becomes enraged when HP decreases, gaining increased attack speed, damage resist, and an HP shield. After having sustained a certain number of regular attacks over a given period of time, the boss will inflict attack and attack speed debuffs regardless of the target's debuff immunity. One other call out here on that shield is if you do use Zap and Electric, it doesn't just go away, my friends, like some of the other stuff. So wanted to call that out. The recommendations here are Pure Vanilla and Cream Ferret. You do need Pure Vanilla to get that injury off, my friends. Very, very important here against the Truthless Recluse. All right, so let's go into the team that we're going to use here today. It's this one. This is the team that we're able to make it happen with. Our electric team, my friends. That's also one of the reasons why I said the electricity wasn't able to remove that zap. One of the things that I did here was try this one, a little bit too defense oriented, quite frankly, but what you can do or could do is swap something else maybe in for Hollyberry to get some more attack damage. So really running 3 attackers revolving around that elemental type and getting all the boosts with the bunny. And then additionally here we do have PV. What you may or want to try and do is throw in Cream Ferret there instead, in case you're wondering on some swaps for this one here today as well. What we've done is we've hyper focused in on attack and crit here, and then also cooldown and more crit. Cooldown and attack. So keep those things in mind when it does come to this team. It may have a little bit of an RNG because of that and that crit damage. However, we do have pretty high crit from that perspective for our team. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the gear here. We are on crit and electric type damage there. We got a little bit of survivability in this one. We got attack. This one's got damage resist bypass. We could move this to something else. Here we have crit, more electric damage. Here we got cooldown, survivability. And then here we got the buffing and more buffing via the attack. Okay, so very, very important there in terms of what this looks like for this particular team. Areas of opportunities there on some of those tweaks that you could use. And then we do have a level 5 crystal jam, and you could always increase that as well. All right, so there we go. Let's go into it here today against the Truthless Recluse and take this thing home and close down tray 35 and complete it. I'm so excited. Now here we can get off to a really, really good start in some of this damage, but you see there's pretty big heals that Truthless Recluse is going to do, and lots of times here you're going to see how close to getting white it actually happens or falls into play for our team. There you go again. Here is that electric shield or the HP shield. Not quickly able to remove it here with this team, but again, the electricity type zap stuff that you see here is not good enough to remove it. We've lost Stormbringer fairly early there, unfortunately. We'll see if we can pull through on this one here. Uh-oh, losing a little bit more. Oh no, I don't think it's going to be enough. So like I said, a little bit of RNG goes a long way. We can upgrade the crystal gem. However, we're going to give it a shot again. Now we are on fully auto. Couple things that you can also do is click in when some of these things come up to hopefully cast just slightly faster and stay in front of some of these things with your team there. Could make a small difference. You never know. Come on, PV. There we are. And on top of that, our opponent here obviously has a spectrum of damage that they can do as well when it comes to this Truthless Recluse. We need to make sure that we can just stay a little bit more further in front of this. There we go. We got that one in. Now we're sitting pretty good. It's very, very close. There, we got it. With over a minute left there, my friends, we took down Tray 35. Yes, hooray. And everything that you needed to know to be successful here. Leverage the PV, no Cream Ferret. You could probably use Cream Ferret there instead of the bunny. Gave you the team, the 4Ts, the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and overcome Tray 35. And now, my friends, you are back at the top of the castle and the cake and ready for more as always. With that, thank you for tuning in. As always, if you do have a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you in our amazing QD and Discord server, my friends. What do you think of the team? What team are you using? We'd love to hear and share all the time. With that, thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here all the time. I really appreciate it. And all of our members, memberships are available to you. You can win Braverse cards, coupons, all kinds of that stuff. For crystals and rainbow cubes. And lastly, don't forget to @me, chat me, stay connected. We also got swag and merch and affiliate links available. Appreciate all the support, my friends. That is Tray 35. We are done for now until they open up some more floors. I'm always looking forward to that because it's one of my favorite things here. With that, until next time, my friends, keep on running.